There it was, the auction deed for the land, dated March 15th, 1995, in the name of Roberto Garcia, myself. I was the legal owner of the land where Sunset Gardens building was constructed. But how was this possible? How had I bought an apartment on land that was already mine? The answer was in a small clause in the apartment purchase contract. Mendonça and Sons Construction Company had built the building using a surface rights contract, paying a monthly fee to the landowner, that is, to me. During all those years, my investment company received monthly a value of $8,500 as land occupation fee for Sunset Gardens building. But I had never made the connection. My accountant handled everything, and for me it was just another old investment that yielded dividends. When this reality became clear, I laughed alone in my office for about 10 minutes. Julio Mendonça, the arrogant administrator who was trying to ruin my life, didn't know that I was, in fact, the owner of the land where his family had built the building where he himself lived. But I needed to confirm some legal details before acting. My lawyer, Dr. Marcelo, was euphoric when I explained the situation. He confirmed that as landowner, I had the right to terminate the surface rights contract at any time, as long as I paid due compensation. More importantly, as surface right holder, Mendonça and Sons Construction Company, which had gone bankrupt in 2010, had never properly transferred the rights to the condominium. Technically, all residents, including Julio, were illegally occupying land that belonged to me. During the following 2 weeks, while Julio continued his persecution against my pool, I silently organized all the necessary documentation. My lawyer prepared a complete dossier with original auction deed of the land surface rights contracts, payment receipts for monthly fees, complete history of the construction company, current legal status of the condominium. I also discovered that Julio had several pending legal problems. His property management company was being investigated for mismanagement of other condominiums and had 2 lawsuits for abuse of authority pending in court. During this period, he intensified the persecution even more. He installed cameras pointing at my pool, started finding my family for invented infractions, like leaving wet flip-flops in the hallway, and inadequate transportation of pool equipment, and went as far as trying to prevent the delivery of chemicals for water treatment. Finally came the day of the extraordinary assembly that Julio had called to decide the fate of the disturbing pool. He had made a real convincing campaign among residents, spreading that my family was inconvenient and that the pool was devaluing the building. The meeting was scheduled for a Thursday at 7 p.m. in the party room. Julio arrived with a PowerPoint presentation, decibel charts, photos of my pool from angles that made it look bigger than it was, and even recorded testimonies from residents complaining about noise. Residents of Sunset Gardens, began his speech. We are here to definitively resolve the problem of apartment 1201. The Garcia family has systematically disrespected the norms of harmonious coexistence in our condominium. He spent 40 minutes presenting evidence against my family. He showed noise measurements, alleged infiltration risks, mentioned possible devaluation of other apartments, and even insinuated that the pool could attract urban pests. Therefore, concluded Julio, I propose that this assembly approve the definitive sealing of the pool in apartment 1201, with all costs being borne by the owners of said apartment,